Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be teaching us on how to make cords that we use as loops and how to fix loops itself. So I'll be using my bias, which could be any color of your choice depending on what you're working with, and I'll be using it together with the cord, this white cord here. It's normally sold in tailoring stores. You can go walk up to any tailoring stores and pick. They come in different color. It's I think I've had someone call it the Shambhala cord. So you can just go. It's usually wrapped on a white piece of paper like that, a white piece of cardboard. So this is the cord, and all I'll do is that I'll open up my bias nicely and fix the cord into it. And so now what this cord does for my bias is that it makes it strong. I've tried using the bias alone, and most times you are even scared of pulling it, especially when you have clients that want a very snatched corset. So you put in the cord into the bias and it gives it that strength for creation of your loops, and also for the cord you use to snatch the cord you use to pass through the loop. So all you need to do is just to fix the cord into the bias. It could be any color. The cords come in different color, but I'm using white here in this video for the sake of clarity and construct, so that you understand clearly what I'm doing. So I just simply fix in the cord into the bias, close it up nicely, and sew it. Now you have to be very careful in this process, because sometimes when you sew like this and you are like in a hurry, you get to find out that the white is showing inside the black bias. So just take it calmly, take it gently, sew it. It's something narrow, so just keep your machine well, position your machine well, and keep sewing, sew this way. So this is actually used to create the loop itself for the corset, and also the rope. That's the cord we use to like pass through the loops to snatch the corset. So it can come in any kind of color you want. So I'll just keep sewing and sewing and sewing, and you sew till the desired length you want, depending on how many loops you want to create, and also depending on how long you want your rope to be. So you just sew and keep sewing gently and nicely. Yes guys, now we are at the next stage. Haven't sewn your loop to the desired length you want. I'm just going to cut off that initial part. That's what I just did now, and I want to fix my loop. I want to create loopholes on my corset. Now this is the closure end of my corset. So all I'll do is that I'll just mark 0.75. I really don't want it so big or so small, so I'm using 0.75, and I'll just mark it continually till the end of my corset. Now this is going to determine the size of my loop, and I don't really want it big or small like I earlier said. So this 0.75 is just okay. So now I'll fix my cord that I've already prepared. Now I'll fix it and bend over. Like you can see, I fixed and bent over. Now I'm going to just sew it down to keep it in position, to keep it in place. I'll just sew and do for the next loop. So I continue this process till the end of the last loop. To keep it in a constant size, you have to make sure that it's on the same line so that they will all be even. I'll just continue this process until I get to the end of my corset. Now I like doing my loop immediately after another loop. Like I don't give any space 1 cm or so. I just do it exactly under each loop, and the reason for doing that is to keep the corset close, like close together. Like when you lace it up, you see it's just laying firm and very nice. So I just do it one over the other, like there is no spacing, so that it can have this tight and firm look. There is no it doesn't have any room for gaping. So this is the process. This is how I fix my loops, and I'll just take this to the end of my corset. All right, guys, so this is our loopholes and it's nicely done. So I'll just quickly turn with the lining. You can see I've attached the boning very close to my loop to give it this structure. Remember, it's a structure outfit we are making. So I'll be sewing in 1/2 inch right now. I'm taking in 1/2 inch. So remember, if you make your loop too small and you take off 1/2 inch, it's not going to even come out. It'll be very hard for you to pass your rope through. But now I have a very moderate size, so by the time I take off 1/2 inch, it's just the perfect size that I need. Remember, if your loopholes are too big, your corset is going to be big as well. And remember that the aim of corset is for waist reduction. So this is it, guys. I've just turned it over. I used the velvet fabric for this particular corset, and you can see how nice it looks. It looks beautiful, closely packed together. So I'll just give it a very good steam press and show you what it looks like. Here, guys, this is it. I've given it a good press and you can see how firm it's looking. Even though I use the velvet fabric, you can see how firm and beautiful this looks. Now I've done the same thing for the other side, so I'll just show you what the other side looks like. This is it. Voila. So please, guys, subscribe to my channel, like, and drop a comment. Tell us if this video has been helpful. Now, see you in our next video. Thank you.